Welcome back to the Solitary Lark. This is the second episode. Today I wanted to talk about layers. I wanted to talk about layers of us as people. This theme has been coming up so heavy for me. So heavy. And it's evolved within the last week. Because initially, after I recorded the first episode, I understood this concept of like layers. I want to talk about layers and how layered we are as people. And then continually, this word has been coming up and like in my reality. And it's really cool. It's really fascinating because all of the deliverers maybe didn't understand how significant it felt to me. But yeah, so layers. I want to talk about layers. We are so layered as beings, as humans. We're so layered. Think about the different experiences that you've had in your life. Every different season, every different chapter. I felt like as a kid, I kind of lived through life, and then I started assuming that life was all one way. But my life continues to evolve. I keep continuing to have different experiences within life and within myself. After that, think about how different layers of our beings interact with other layers. For example, you're in this one scenario in life and you're reliving the experience of another season, of another era at a certain time period, and it's just so interesting because at the end of the day, we're never really not ourselves. I mean, there's spiritual concepts within not being ourselves that I could go into, but I'm not going to go into that right now. Just different versions of ourselves can interact with each other. Different versions of ourselves can interact with each other. I have the thought right now that it's so important to meet yourself with compassion, to meet your layers with compassion, to meet the interactions of your layers with compassion. I have a friend who she has taught me a little bit about a concept called IFS, like an internal family system. So basically, what it is that like inside of yourself, you have a family that's like all you, like all of the members of the family are versions of you. Some of them are like maybe you have a 2-year-old version of yourself, and you have a 10-year-old version, and you have a 12-year-old version, and you have a 38-year-old version, a 25-year-old version. You have all these different layers of yourself, and they all kind of interact sometimes. And it's just cute because like me and this friend will be talking about like what we're going through and our own conceptualizings of certain things. And it's just cool because then you can understand yourself. You can understand the deeper layers of what's happening within you. You realize like there's a part of me that's activated, and it's a very young part of me. And she's very scared. She's very hurt. It's fascinating. We're so layered. This week I heard a song. It's called Layers, by Naika. And she just basically said that throughout her life, it took some time to figure out like who she was, because there were so many different elements to her personality as far as like race and nationality, ethnicity, etc. And like I totally relate to that, because I, as a kid, was like taught many different cultures, and then sometimes I was fitting in better with different people, like people from different places than me. Sometimes I was the only person of my particular background in a lot of my friend groups. And then like as an adult, I've been, I was married into a Haitian family, and then have just been a lot around a lot of African people, and so it's like all, and then just like to think about, I used to live in Taiwan, and I have like I've traveled to this country and that country, and these places, and just every single one has made its mark on me and on my life, and has kind of shaped my identity in different ways. So it's, it really, especially, people like us, I can say that are, maybe mixed race or mixed ethnic group, mixed cultural experience. Like, I'm a city girl, but I'm a mountain folk. I'm a mountain folk and I'm city girl. Like, it just, there's different aspects to me and different layers to me. And so just coming to make peace with those, because there's been different elements of those things that always will tell you, you have to be one thing, you have to be one thing. But no, you don't have to be one thing. But it's more about understanding the different pieces of what's made you who you are. Um, yeah, and that's me talking to myself. That's me talking to myself. That's the amount of acceptance, the point of acceptance of that I've been coming to as of lately. Is just understanding that I have a lot of layers. I have a lot of layers. So anyway, this is a shorter episode, but I'm just gonna, just share with you that all of your layers are valid, all of my layers are valid, and the more that we can understand them and embrace them and love them and accept them, the more that we can come from a place of authenticity, the more impact we can have on others in the right ways, in proper and beneficial and happy ways. And yeah, you are layered, I am layered. We are so layered. And the understanding of our layers helps us understand ourselves, instead of pretending that they're not there or that they're not important, because they are. So, anyway, catch you next time.